Hello everyone, Joe Lovery here from Below Par, back with another video. So this is something that I see often and is an absolute killer when it comes to distance in your golf swing. One of the worst things you can do to stop you hitting the ball a long way, and we're going to combat that today. So for those of you that this is your first video or you're a returning visitor and haven't yet hit the subscribe button, if you could consider doing so, it'd be really appreciated. I'm releasing coaching content now on a weekly basis. So the issue we are seeing then is a palmy grip. This just kills your club head speed. It's so hard to generate any speed or any power with a palmy grip. I'm going to show you the correct grip to help you increase your distance while back out on the golf course. So a palmy grip then, this is where a grip runs through the palm and then through the fingers like so, and the hands wrap over like that. So you see now the club is running up through the center of my palm here. Now what this does is kills a couple of things. From being there, you'll notice I can hardly use my wrists at all. Now if I can't use my wrists, I'm missing some levers there in the golf swing and it's going to shorten my swing. Let's show you that. So with the palmy grip, once I've got it through the palm and I'm here, watch how on the backswing, I can't use my wrists at all. That is as much wrist hinge as I can put in. At the top, I'm going to look like I'm here. Look how short the golf swing is. So then to get to the top, we tend to see faults to help us, like breaking the left arm, because I can't use the wrists effectively to get to the top. Now that affects my width, it's going to affect the length of arc, and it's going to greatly reduce the speed, all because of the grip running through the palm. So let's fix it then and get the grip in the right spot. So excuse my head not being this, but I'm going to give you a nice camera angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my fingers, my glove hand at the top. I'm going to set my hand so the crease where my fingers join my palm is running with the golf club. Now from there I can wrap the hand on top. Now notice the club is no longer exiting through my palm, but is through the fingers. What this means now is suddenly I've got a lot more wrist hinge and wrist movement. Same with the bottom hand. Bottom hand, same thing, and wraps over. Now for many of you, it will probably feel like your palms are more on the top of the golf club and fingers underneath. Another nice way to do this, if you rest the club against your leg, if you do your normal interlocking grip, but under the golf club here, you can see now the club is running straight through my fingers. From there now, I'm going to wrap, and that again sets me in a nice position where again now I have a lot more wrist and hinge action, allowing me then to get the club further on the backswing. So watch how much further this club's able to go just by hinging my wrist properly. So I'm going to run it through the fingers and then hand on top, through the fingers, hand on top like so. Now watch this, watch how immediately, look how much wrist hinge I can get here. I can really get the club in a better position. That's about as far as it was at the top of the other backswing. Well now, I can get the club up to parallel. If I loosen my grip pressure, look again how the club gets further. If I'm really tight with my hands, they're going to be quite short, but if I start to loosen the grip pressure, the wrists work even better. Suddenly, I'm parallel at the top. And that all comes from getting the grip in the right spot in the hands. As I say, in that palm, look how short the swing is. Even if I loosen my grip, I can't move the hands any further. But when I get it in the fingers, I can now use those wrists then to get some power on the way through, use that lever system, use that hinge to really then be able to release through the ball. So I know this isn't perfect by any means because the club is the wrong way up. I can twist it around this way, but if I just went to pick this club up, notice if I went just to pick that up like a basket, I pick it up there and it would be in my fingers. That can feel easier for some of you perhaps than setting it, but you would never do that through the palm like that. Reach down to pick it up. There we go. That now has the club in the correct spot running through the fingers. Just a nice little drill you can do. If it feels awkward holding the club in front and doing it this way, it's a nice way then of doing it off a basket like so. So that's it then. If you want to gain more club head speed and more power, we've just got to get that club now running more through the fingers than through the palm. It allows you to use your lever system properly, your wrists, allowing you then to keep your left arm straight rather than them sort of bending your left arm and ruining your width. Suddenly you've got more width and a hinge, the club's gone further, it's just going to help you generate more speed. So give it a go next time you're on the range. If you're finding it difficult with just holding the club in front of you and doing it, try it off a basket. See if you can get the feeling of even if you pick a basket up, you'd use your fingers, exactly the same thing with the golf club. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it useful. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button, drop us a message in the comments below if you enjoyed today's video, and look forward to seeing you very soon.